And good morning to you. It is Friday, February 11th. Glad you're with us on This American Morning. I'm Kiran Chetry.
Hello to you all. I'm TJ Holmes. Top of the hour, 6 a.m. here in New York. It is 1 p.m. in Cairo. That's where we want to take you now.
Raised, as we've been saying, and then dashed as President Mubarak decided not to resign, choosing instead to transfer powers to his hand-picked vice president, Omar Suleiman, which makes him the de facto president. However, technically speaking, Mubarak is still president of Egypt. But let's take a look at where these powers and confusion that we're seeing in the streets of Egypt making its way to the White House as well, where they're still trying to make sense of President Mubarak's decision to cling to power. Our Kate Baldwin is live at the White House this morning. And 15 minutes past the hour. Welcome back to American Morning. We're continuing to monitor a quickly developing protests in Egypt. Meantime, another report is claiming that Iranian authorities are blocking reformist websites and detaining opposition supporters ahead of a planned rally in Tehran Monday. So we want to bring you the latest developments out of Egypt. Nicholas Burns is a former Undersecretary of State, now a professor of diplomacy and international politics at Harvard's Kennedy School. He's met with Mubarak several times dating back to 1984. That's when Ambassador Burns worked at the American Embassy in Cairo. And Nicholas 40 minutes past the hour, TJ, thanks. Well, now with the U.S. election looming in 2012, only 2 Republicans have even announced that they're forming exploratory committees. And one of them is Herman Cain, former radio talk show host, former CEO of Godfather's Pizza, and former chairman of the Federal Reserve Bank in Kansas City. He calls himself the dark horse candidate for 2012, which seems to fit because you've probably never heard of him. Well, Cain speaks at CPAC this afternoon, but first he's talking to us, joining us from Washington this morning. Thanks for joining us. Great to talk to you this morning.
It's my pleasure, Kieran. Thank you.
So it's funny that you are one of only 2 who have actually officially taken that step forward and said, yes, we're doing an exploratory committee. Meanwhile, we've heard rumblings of so many others like Sarah Palin and others. But why do you want to run?
Because I feel compelled.
And good morning to you. Welcome to American Morning. It's Thursday, February 10th. I'm Kiran Chetry.
Hey, good morning to you all. I'm TJ Holmes. So glad you could be here with us.
Got a lot going on today. We begin with some breaking news, a fireball and an inferno. 2 homes. Congress is honoring federal judge John Roll. He was killed in that Arizona shooting last month. They are now deciding to name a courthouse after him. The construction of Osama bin Laden is not our biggest threat. Homeland Security Secretary Janet Napolitano spoke to Congress yesterday about how the hunt for al-Qaeda is now shifting. I know that's just a pile-on at this point, all right? You're lost LeBron, can't win games, and now everyone's crunching the numbers to show just how bad you are.
But maybe LeBron had a point that the team wasn't very good without him.
Apparently he did. Well, imagine sitting in a plane and hearing a knock from cargo. A baggage handler watches from inside as someone just shuts the door.
Also coming up this morning, our latest...
That's scary. I would freak out.
That could have gone...
that could have ended very badly.
Really badly.
Well, Lindsay Lohan is free on bond this morning after being arraigned on a felony grand theft charge. She's accused of walking out of... Good morning to you again. It's half past the hour on This American Morning. We're following a curious scandal, I guess you could say, Congressman's Craigslist scandal. Return to the situation in Egypt, where thousands of workers across the country are staging strikes. It's a show of solidarity with opposition protesters who have been calling for President Mubarak to step down. CNN's Frederick Pleitkin is live in Cairo for us. Does this add another layer of pressure, perhaps, to the regime? Well, she is speaking again. Just a month after being shot in the head, Congresswoman... A Giffords aide says that she started speaking within the last few days. Our Dr. Sanjay Gupta joins us now. So this was another big milestone that you all were looking for. This winter storm is making conditions just miserable across many of the southern states in the nation. 22 minutes past the hour right now. Thanks so much for joining us. We really wanted to get a chance to talk to these 2 because yesterday this was really the story of the day. College baseball coach donating a kidney to one of his star players. It's something a lot of us might not do or think twice about, but for Atlanta, great to see both of you this morning. Thanks for being here.
No problem.
Our pleasure.
Kevin, let me start with you. How are you feeling? I mean, because you're here, you're doing interviews. It seems like a remarkable recovery from getting this kidney transplant.